All right, so first things first, we're gonna have Kyle demonstrate a hang clean. The main things I'm looking for is that his feet are hip width apart, his knees are slightly bent, he's in that power position technically, and he's here, and he slides that bar down, and he explosively pops up and throws his arms through, okay? So let's take a look at Kyle and see how he does, okay? All right, Kyle, feet hip width apart. We're gonna walk it out. Yep, we're gonna get that nice knees bent. Yep, good. We're gonna slide the bar down. We're gonna pop that bar up explosively, okay? All right, so first things first, we go ahead and rack that for Kyle. First things first, we noticed that Kyle was very slow with that movement. He didn't have much of the hip extension that we're looking for, that triple hip extension. He was very slow. So I'm gonna ask Kyle to get back in hip width position with his feet. He's gonna go here, he's gonna explosively pop up, throw his arms through, and land in a power position, okay? All right, Kyle, let's see it again. Good. All right, can you go ahead and rack it for me? All right, so we'll take that as a good rep, decent rep. We can always work on a few things, but as of now, we'll take that rep from Kyle. All right, guys, so now we have the bench press. Okay, so I have Sam sitting here on the bench. All right, we have the bar set up perfectly just for his arms, his arm length. So what I'm gonna do is tell Sam to make sure he has 5 points of contact, both feet down on the ground, his butt's down, his shoulders, and his head. I'm gonna tell him to find a placement that's adjustable. Sometimes for girls, it's where the smooth and rough part meets. For guys, it's a little bit wider than that based off their shoulder width. So I'm gonna tell Sam to lift it up. Typically, he would have a spotter, but I trust Sam is good enough to hold this 135. So Sam's just gonna lift it up for me. I wanna make sure he keeps his elbows in tight. He hits right below the chest line, and then he bounces right back up, okay? And rack. Okay, so one of the most common things we see with bench press is the fact that his leg came up off the ground. That is a no. Like I said, we want 5 points of contact, both feet, butt, shoulders, and head. So I'm gonna have Sam do another rep for me again. Keep those elbows in tight. Make sure that that bar comes right there at his breastbone, and he's just gonna inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, okay? All right, go ahead for me, Sam. So if you pay close attention, both his feet did stay on the ground. However, his elbows flared out. So like I said, we want those elbows in tight, okay, to keep all the energy in there and push that force up, okay? All right, last one, Sam, let me see it. Elbows in tight, feet down on the ground, right below the breastbone. Good rep there, Sam. There you have it, a good bench press.
Go.
All right, guys, so here we have the back squat, okay? So I trust Ashley to put her behind the back squat because we've gone through our progressions. I've seen her air squat, I've seen her goblet squat. I know that she's capable of keeping that chest up and sitting back on those in those heels. So I'm gonna put Ashley underneath the bar and make sure that her hands are right outside shoulder width. Make sure it's a nice, good balance. She's gonna put her traps underneath the bar. We're gonna sit right there on the top for a high bar squat. Okay, I'm gonna have her lift up. Take one step back, make sure she's within these safety bars. In case she fails, we can catch those safety bars. Okay, so Ashley's gonna get her feet right outside hip width. I want her toes pointing forward, but if she cannot get that depth, that 90-90 in that squat, then I'm gonna ask her to go duck-wise, okay? So she can get her feet, in position to be able to squat low. As for her hips, we're just gonna take those hips down, like I said, to 90-90. Thighs parallel to the ground. And I want her to get a nice big belly breath and make sure that that belly is sticking out, and make sure that she has her head in a neutral position as she squats down, okay? All right, Ashley, go ahead and squat down for me. Keep those knees apart for me. Okay, go ahead and rack it for me, Ashley, rack it for me. Okay, so if you paid attention, then we noticed that her right knee had very severe valgus, okay? So that's not what we want. That's actually very dangerous for the athlete. Very, very dangerous. So I'm gonna ask that Ashley keep those knees apart on her way down and her way up, okay? Really try to drive that weight through the middle of her foot, okay? So we're gonna go back, line right back up underneath the bar. Make sure the chest up, knees out. Drive that weight through the middle of the foot, okay? Okay, so this is the sound that we commonly see in a lot of athletes, especially as the weight goes up. We start to see a good morning on their way up because the weight is just pushing them down. So one big thing is the same thing I said with that belly breath. Make sure that everything's tight. She's gonna keep her head in a nice neutral position the entire way up, okay? Keep tight, exhale on the way up, okay? Make sure you keep that chest up. I should be able to receive the USA flag on your chest the entire way, okay? All right, let's see it. Good. Again, my name is Taylor Smith, so thank you for watching.